Where we left off in the recruiting process was you as the department creating the offer for the candidate and then sending it through the approval process. So where we are now is you have now sent the offer for approval. It has gone through that entire approval chain, has been approved, and then has now gone to talent acquisition. When that offer is received by talent acquisition, what they do next is they'll make the verbal offer to the candidate. Once the candidate accepts the verbal offer, talent acquisition will then launch an e-offer for that candidate to go in and accept. When the candidate goes in and accepts the e-offer, that will then launch their onboarding process. So first thing we're going to show you is how to track your offer. The next thing we'll show you is how that offer is accepted by the candidate, and then how you would also track their onboarding process and how far along the process they are. So we'll go up here and we'll search for our requisition. So I already have the requisition number typed in here. So when we hit search, you can see that it's going to pull up our requisition. But what we're trying to find is the offer. Okay, so we're going to go to the candidate list, which you can go to by clicking the one here under the candidate. And then we'll see that we are in the offer step and the offer has been extended. So what it means when it says offer extended, again, this offer was extended not only verbally, but also the electronic offer or the e-offer was extended to the candidate by talent acquisition as well. So let's click into the candidate profile and just take one more look at the steps and statuses here. So again, on the left-hand side here, you can see the offer, it was extended. And then if you want to look over the offer one more time, you can click the offers tab and you can see that the offer here, our current offer, was extended. So now that we showed you how to find your offer, we now want to show you what the candidate will see when they go in to accept their e-offer. So the candidate will log into their careers page at Pitt, which is on join.pitt.edu. And when they go to sign in, they'll have to type in their username and their password. Then they'll hit login, and that will bring them into their profile. How they know they're in their profiles, they would see their name up here in the left-hand corner, and then they would be able to access their job page, which would be any jobs that they applied to. But where they're going to go to accept the e-offer is the tasks button. Okay, the tasks button will only appear whenever you do have an offer that is in there to be accepted or declined. So we're going to go in as John here and accept this offer. So when I click tasks, you can see that the page will refresh and will pull up my offer of appointment. So you can see that it's telling me I have 0 of 1 tasks that need completed. So what I would do at this point as the candidate would be to look at the e-offer, to go through to make sure all the information is correct, such as work schedule, provisional period, pay, read through all the additional OHR language here. And then you can see here down at the bottom, it will ask you for your response. So if they click the drop-down box, they can refuse the offer or they can accept the offer. So in this case, we're going to accept the offer. And then we're going to fill in the initials of the candidate. So once they accept the offer and fill in their initials, they hit submit. And you can see here that the offer of appointment was completed, and now this launches their onboarding process. So they would have 9 more tasks to complete, such as a welcome page, personal information, staff orientation, emergency contacts, workers' comp, equal employment opportunity forms, self-identification, the W-2, and then the direct deposit. Before I go through and fill in all this information as the candidate, I do want to show you what the onboarding looks like in Talent Center for you as the department to kind of monitor and look at. So we went back to Talent Center here. So we'll go back to the recruiting page. And then up in the left-hand corner where the house is, you can see the drop-down bar. So when you click there, this will take you into the Onboarding Transition Center. So the process we're going to look at here is for John W. Smith. So again, I apologize, there are a couple John Smiths here, but the one we're going to look at is for Rock the Mascot Hired, and the start date is May 20th, 2019. So our status is in progress, but we currently only have 5% of the progress done. That is because up to this point, as the candidate, we've only accepted that initial e-offer. Again, you saw the other 9 steps that do need to be completed. So I do want to show you one more thing here in the recruiting area. So if let's go back home, we'll go back to recruiting. So I want to search for the offer one more time. So we'll search for the offer up here in the requisition box. So again, first we find the requisition, click into the candidate box, click into the candidate profile to view the offer. You can see here again, it is offer extended. So again, that offer has been accepted. Now the candidate's going to go through the onboarding process. For time constraints, we're not going to actually show you each individual page that the candidate does go through. So after I go in and complete all the tasks as the candidate, we'll take you back into the Onboarding Transition Center and we'll show you that that progress will be 100% complete at that point. To kind of clarify where we're at right now, again, we sent the offer for approval. It was approved by the entire department. We went in as the candidate, accepted that offer. I just went in as the candidate and I started some of the steps of the onboarding process. Okay, so before I showed you that we were at 5% complete, that is because at that point we had only accepted the e-offer. So I went in and did a couple more of the tasks. I did not do all of them. So I just wanted to show you how this will look for you in onboarding transitions and kind of how you're going to monitor that. So let's go back to onboarding transitions. So again, you click up here in the left-hand corner, go back to onboarding transition center. And you can see here now, because I have completed some of the process for John, it now has gone up from 5% to 48%. So again, I said I did not complete everything, but how you'll monitor this through the process is if we're looking for John to be hired, everything will be completed when this is at 100%. Okay, so again, you go into onboarding transitions, you're able to find your candidate and employees here that you're trying to track, and then their progression status and percentage is here on the right-hand side. So let's go back to the home page and back to the recruiting center or center stage. So to summarize what we went over with you in the entire video here today, we started by showing how you as the department will go in and create a requisition, talent acquisition then post that requisition, and then how you as the department again would kind of monitor that hiring process, right? So you went through, you looked at candidates, you dispositioned candidates, you decided this is who we wanted to hire, and then you created the offer for that candidate. After you created the offer, we showed you how to send that for approval. Then it went through the approval chain, was approved, eventually got to talent acquisition, where then talent acquisition made the verbal offer to the candidate. And then once that was accepted over the phone, talent acquisition then made the e-offer to the candidate, which is what we showed you here just recently. That candidate went in, accepted the e-offer, and then after they accepted the offer, they went through and did their onboarding tasks. And then finally, to cap everything off, we showed you how to monitor that onboarding process as well. Okay, so we showed you that it's at 5% after they accept the e-offer, and then how that percentage goes up accordingly as they go through and accept those tasks and complete those tasks. Okay, so we showed you the entire recruiting process here today. We hope you enjoyed the video, and if you have any questions, please reach out to us and we'll be glad to answer any of your questions. Thank you.